Welcome back, everyone. In this episode, we're going to be doing the windows in the engineering hull and primary hull. Story so far. I got all this to do yet. Now I got the drill bits here. Kinda need to figure out though is if this is gonna be good enough. Right there. So I don't know. Just because of the sheer fact that these windows are so close together here. This drill bit might be just a little bit too wide. Sure, it's like the proper size for the windows, but then as it's drilling in, the plastic goes a little bit wider, so I might have to go with one size smaller on the drill bit. I'll do that first to see if it's going to work okay. Let's change this out. Slightly smaller bit here. Alright, here we go. To get the best angle I can so you can see what I'm doing here better. Alright. Okay, so this is all done here, all the way around. Now, I didn't do some of the windows along these edges here, because the addition is going to be fairly wide, so I don't have to worry about the windows close to that. Now, as you're drilling, or as I drilled, kind of starting here, you increase your angle down lower and lower and lower as you're following the hull until you get to these windows here. Basically it's almost straight sideways, almost, just so the light flays out to include the bottom windows here. So it's just stuff you have to think about when you're drilling the holes. I mean, if you just went straight down, the light won't come through the windows quite as well. Now all that's left to do is the bottom part of the hull here, and it's basically the same thing here. You're just following the hull with the drill. Alright, so far so good. Looks really good. All of those are done. You know, just got these ones here to do. Now, as you can see, I didn't do every single one of the windows. Like I did some and then I bypassed some. So it's like I did every other set of windows instead of just every single one. Just adds to a little bit more realism. You know, like some rooms, the lights are off. You know, what you see on the show. That kind of thing. Alright, now we're going to start here. Judging from this area, because over here it's going to be the phaser cannon going in this area. As you can see on the little toy here. So I won't have to drill out this, because it's going to be here, here, and partially up into the engineering hall here. Yeah, so all these windows here can be done. All the ones on the outside can be done. I just don't have to worry about those. Alright, let's get this puppy going. Right, now I got all these windows done around here. As you can see, what I did with this, as well as the engineering hull, I went like every other window, just to give it that little added extra realism. I mean, you don't have to do it exactly the same way I do. I mean, if you want to have like a series of windows cut out, go ahead. I mean, it's your ship. You can do with it whatever you want. It's just my personal preference. Now, just a reminder, I don't have to drill these ones up because it's all going to be covered over. I need to put a smaller drill bit on for these other windows in here. And yeah, and this one here is pretty much all done. Alright, there you go. Alright, don't forget though, this is all going to be filled in with this window maker stuff, so don't worry about what you see on the inside there. You won't even notice it. See, it's coming along not too bad. Very good. As always there, just every other window. Now, for this section in here, I didn't skip over, like go to this one, just for the simple fact is that the windows along in here are basically all lined up, and I wanted to sort of break it up a little bit, so I did the set here instead of going to their one, just because it would be like 3 there, and you know, so it looked a lot better that way. Get the rest of it done, and yeah. Now on a side note here, just like with all the other hulls, you want to follow it along as you're drilling. And when we get down to this point down here to these ones, I went on a fairly steep angle just because it's so low and it takes a little bit harder for the light to reach all the way over here to the end. So I angled them in on an angle like this so the light can come out through the windows. And as you get closer to the light source, the less angle you want to take. Alrighty then, so pretty much all the windows are done now. I just got to do these ones here, and these ones up in here, and along the top here. Now I need to go to a smaller bit size, just for the simple fact that all these windows are so close together that the bit might just eat away at the center pieces there, so I have to go to a much smaller bit. Okay, so this is the size I was using for these main windows, so I'm going to use this one here. It's actually smaller than the window itself that I'm going to cut out, which is a good thing, and hopefully everything will go just fine. Just got to take your time, go easy and slow, and if you rush it, well, it's going to be a bit of a mess. We got all those ones done. Now I ran into a bit of an issue here. If this camera will focus, you can see right here, if you lose your concentration for just a split second, that's what will happen. The blade got a little bit too hot, melted the plastic, went right onto the blade itself, including up here. But thankfully that is a really easy fix. You just refill the holes with some contour putty, let it dry overnight, and re-drill it, and you won't even know that it was even damaged. But other than that, this hull is now complete. Okay, now I got all of those windows done now. Now what I need to do next is these square ones here on either side. So I'm going to use a larger drill bit, drill it out, and then use the X-Acto knife to square it off. sure you got a nice sharp one. Plastic is fairly thick. There you go. Pretty much like that. Just a little bit more touch up and it's pretty much done. Alright, and there we go. All the windows are done now. Yeah, all 2 of them. It was like 200,000. But yeah, all the hulls are now done with the windows. The next step I'm going to do after this is paint the hulls the proper color, and then we can begin on the lighting. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, and comment. For any information, you can contact me at modelbuilder501@yahoo.ca, or commission work. Please contact me at the same email.